Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have two different things that we're going to do. I'm going to show y'all a small yarn haul, and then I'm going to show y'all how to make this bag right here, but in different colors. First, let me just go ahead and do the yarn haul, that way I don't get sidetracked. So, this isn't very big. Reason I ordered, this is from Michael's, but the reason I ordered was because they were having buy one, get one 50% off. I think that's what it was. And some of this is actually my mom's yarn. She wanted to order too, so we ordered at the same time. But let's just get into it. I bought 3 of these, 3 of this color, and 3 of this color. So all these will be going into one project. It's going to be a top that I saw off of Pinterest. I've never used this yarn, so we'll see how it goes. But this is Capri Eco Cotton. It's got 131 yards, weight 4, and then 85% recycled cotton and 15% polyester. And then the colors that I have, this is rose. Hopefully you can see that. This is the color orange, cranberry. Other yarn that I've got 2 of these balls. This one's kind of falling apart. But yeah, this is Karen Cotton Cakes, which I have used before. And then this is the color Hydrangea, I don't know if I said that. Weight 4, 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, and it's got 250 grams. And then I think I'll make the same top that I made last time in this yarn, but I don't know, we'll see. I've got 2 balls of this, same color. This is Karen Blossom Cakes, and then it's got 227 grams, weight 4, 61% cotton and 39% acrylic. And then I'm not real sure what I'm going to make out of this yet, but I just thought it was a gorgeous color. Plus their Karen Blossom Cakes were limited time only, I think, so I wanted to get another one. And that is what I got. My mama, she got Karen Marble Cakes, and this is the color Blue Velvet. Weight 4, 240 grams, and it's actually 100% acrylic. But it's a really pretty color too. She got 2 of these balls. And then this is Karen Baby Cakes. And it is, should be weight 4, I think this all is. Yeah, weight 4, 240 grams, 82% acrylic, and 18% nylon. But it's like, I think she's making a baby blanket out of it. So there it is. But that's all. Like I said, we didn't have a whole bunch. I kind of wish we had more, because I'm addicted to buying yarn now. And now, I will show you the colors I plan on using for this tutorial. I have brown for the middle, and then the petals will be worked from, well, let me turn this way, from light to dark, and then green will be the base color. Now all these were big twists, the yellows were, but this green and brown are red heart. To make this bag, here are the materials that you'll need. You'll need a 3.5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a needle. For the colors, I will be using brown, this is red heart as my middle, big twist, pale yellow as the first petal color, varsity gold, big twist as the second petal color. My third petal color will be orange. And then for the main color of the bag, I'm using some green, red heart. So first we're going to take our brown and our crochet hook, and we're going to make the middle of the petal, or the middle of the flower. So we're going to make a magic circle, and then we're going to single crochet 11 around this circle. And to make a single crochet, we're going to insert our crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2. And that's one single crochet. I'll make another one. So insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through both loops. That's the second single crochet. So do that until you have 11 total. After you have 11, you'll grab that tail and you'll pull it top. Then we are going to slip stitch into that first single crochet that we made at the beginning. After we slip stitch, we will chain 3, and the chain 3 will count as a double crochet. So now we're going to make 1 double crochet in each stitch around. So in total, if you're counting that chain, you'll have 12. To make a double crochet, we yarn over, insert into that next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. That's 1 double crochet. And then to make another, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through both loops. And then just continue that until you get to the last stitch. So then we're going to slip stitch in the top of where we've done the 3 chains. And then I'll chain, and then I've already cut this because this was a scrap piece of brown yarn that I had. So you're going to cut it, and then after you chain, pull through. So that is the middle of the flower. Now we're going to move on to our first petal color. So we're going to insert our hook in between that chain 3 and the last double crochet stitch, which you can start in between any of these double crochets, but that's where I like to start. So we're going to pick up our yellow, bring it through, lay our tail where we can crochet over it, and we're going to secure this yarn by chaining, and then chain 3, and then double crochet 1 into that same hole, and then we're going to double crochet 2 in between the next 2 double crochets, and then double crochet 2 in the next hole, and then chain 2, double crochet 2 into the next hole, double crochet 2 in the next hole, double crochet 2 in the next hole, chain 2, double crochet 2 in the next hole, double crochet 2 in the next hole, double crochet 2 in the next, chain 2, double crochet 2 in the next, double crochet 2 in the next, double crochet 2 in the next, chain 2, and slip stitch in that top chain 3. So those chain 2s counts as the corner area, and then you should have 3 petals on each side. So now we are going to start with our next petal color, and we will connect this in between these 2 petals. So we'll secure it, and then we'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in the same hole. And we'll put 3 double crochets in the next hole. And then in the corner section, we're going to put 3 double crochets, 2 chain, and 3 double crochet. And then in between the petals, it'll be 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, back to that corner spot, so it's 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet, and then just continue that until you get back around over here. And then you'll slip stitch on that top of the chain 3. Now we take our next color we're using for the petal, and I'm going to connect it right in between these two. And we're just repeating that last round. So secure it, chain 3, double crochet 2 in that same stitch or same hole. Okay, so now we're at the last color, which is the main color for the entire bag, and we are going to connect it right between these two, and we're just repeating the same process as last time. So that is what your square should look like. And we are going to make 19 of these for the bag. And after you've made 19 of these squares, we'll come back and I'll show you how to put it together. After you have your 19 squares done, we're ready to make the bag. So you'll need your squares, the color for the main part of the bag, scissors, and a needle. When laying out the squares, we want to put the right side facing down, so the back side should be facing us. So the first step is to take 15 squares and lay them out like so. After you have them all laid out, we're going to sew up down this line, and we're going to sew this line, and then we're going to sew this way, this way, this way, and this way. So when taking the squares, you want to put the right sides facing each other together. And then grab your needle and cut off some yarn. Thread the yarn through, and we're going to insert our needle into the front loop of where that second chain was in the corner. And then this back square will be working into the back loop. And I'm just going to pull the yarn through. I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail so I can weave in, but I'm going to tie a knot. That way this doesn't pull all the way through while we're sewing. And then we're just going to work on that front loop of this square facing us. And then we're going to work on the back loop of the square behind. And then when you open it up, the back side should look like that, and the front side should look like that. But when we lay the front side facing down again, beside the rest of our squares, if you made your yarn long enough, you can continue sewing along this line here. Alright, after you have all that together, we're now going to put the sides of the bag together. So you should have 4 squares left. We're going to take 2 of them, and right in this middle section, we're going to attach it right here. And then you'll put this one right here. And then you'll do the same thing to the other side over here. Alright, so that's what that should look like. And then go ahead and do that on the other side, and then weave in all your ends, and then we'll get back and I'll show you how to put the actual bag together. So after you have all that together, the front side of the bag should look like this. And then go ahead and weave all the ends in. That way you don't have to worry about it later. So here's the back side. And then the way we're going to connect the sides is by turning our bag right side facing us, fold the side, over the side of the bag. And we'll be sewing along this edge, meeting in the corner, tying off and cut. And then do that to every side. And that will create a bag shape. Alright, after you have the sides put together, this is what it should look like. And now we are going to flip the bag right side out. And if you hear squeaking in the background, it is my dog playing with a ball. So now we are going to add the detailing of the bag. So we are going to start in this corner right here. So we are going to insert this in the attach our yarn. Once you've reached that corner again, we're going to slip stitch, and then we are going to mark where we want our handles. So you want to make sure you have the same amount in between the handles on both sides. So we're going to start the handle on the big side. Decide about where you want the handles to start and where you want them to end. So I'm going to do mine about halfway. So right here. So if I count in from the square, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Mark it. And then from the square over here, I'll count 9 this way. Then I'll flip the bag and do the same thing. Crochet until we get to that first stitch marker. Once you've reached that stitch marker, we're going to chain 65. Now you can do more or less depending on how long you want your handles. But now that next stitch marker, we're going to slip stitch into that stitch. Double crochet in that same stitch. Double crochet around. We are now finished with the bag. And that's what it should look like. Hopefully my instructions made sense and y'all enjoyed the video, or this part of the video. And thank you for watching this tutorial.